And we just installed in July new LED lights. So the lighting is crisper and sharper, which makes the show just pop a little bit more, in my opinion. I think a lot of people have noticed that as well. So that's, and plus, we've got a very young, talented cast that's very excited to be here in Salt Lake.
What do you think has made Wicked have such a legacy and stay relevant for so long?
We could talk for hours about that. But I think that everyone has a familiarity with the Wizard of Oz, and kind of to see that story with a different twist is very unique. Certainly, Steven Schwartz's score is something that I never tire listening to 19 years later. But also, our producer Mark Platt said something years ago that we can all relate to the Green Girl. And we all have felt different at some point in our life, whether we're green, we're tall, we're black, we're white. We kind of have felt like the outsider, and we can relate to that human being and the struggles that they go through and how they rise above that.
If you were asked, what do you think is an underrated element or character in Wicked?
Wow. I've never been asked that question before. The underrated character. I think Madame Morrible, it's not that she's a minor character, but her arc during the show is pretty spectacular. And not just her as what she says and what she does, but her costumes as well. Susan Hilferty, who designed our costumes and won the Tony Award for it, was pretty, like, very paid attention to detail. So as Madame Morrible evolves during our show, so do her costumes. Pay attention to that.
So how do you handle if something goes wrong? What's your sort of like if the bubble doesn't go down all the way or something like how do you as a company kind of handle those mishaps?
We never have any mishaps backstage. What are you talking about? There's a plan B for just about everything. We certainly don't plan for it, but there are certain contingencies we have to kind of make sure that the show doesn't have to stop and can run smoothly. In some cases, it may not be what you expect, but we certainly give you your money's worth, that's for sure.
So what would you say to people who's like, oh, I can just watch the movie. Why should they come out and see the show?
Because you can see how it ends. That's the big thing. You can see the second part. And you don't have to wait until November to see the second part. I was saying to someone earlier, the movie magic is really spectacular, but the stage magic is something special as well. And I think the way we tell this story with stage magic is pretty spectacular.
Do you have a favorite song?